Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Joker, 80 weapon. Watch the safety creep. On the ball. Get it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. 5. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Hits his running back, P-Ryan. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Set. 50. Plant. To the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, Sam off. Switch. Ready.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. 180. Alert. 283. 218. Chopper. Kill. Hey, alert 33. I got you.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert. Move. Hurry.
Mayfield now. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 36, Mayfield. Dorsett making the catch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Here's Grant. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and a yard. Stick. He's going to float this one. Deep rights. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 79 yards. Have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stick. He's going to float this. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ben Banogu. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Point it right. King. Go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fournette running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert, alert. Hey, Delta. Alert, alert, alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Brown. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Grant. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield to throw it. And able to find Dorsett. A gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They come out here in the eye, trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Crunch. Hey, lock it. Kill.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
90 Wolf. Top roll. Hey, Zoo.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard
Hard,
line.
hard. Guard, guard.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Look at me. Guard, guard.
Check 37.
Fight.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
15 line it. 15 line it.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
X3. 218. Chopper.
31.
Bam. Bam. Snap.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
It's a gain of 2. Brings
Rush
up
in.
3rd and
Rush in.
5.
Rush in. Echo. Be dribble. Be dribble.
Off play action, it's stick.
Watch the screen.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Derek Rivers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Matchbox light.
36. 36. Shift, shift.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Slam, slam, slam. Switch.
Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 9, check 9. SOS. Check your hot read.
You draw quarters.
Come.
You're out.
He's checking crab. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Let him know. Check 3.
Greystone travel.
Show it
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. Oh, eluding the tackle. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's out of time. It's out of time, guys. It's out of time. Check. 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 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah.
Check. Hey, Sam off.
Hot, hot. Check.
Check 52. Look, squeeze. Snap.
On 4th down, here's Stick. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.